If you talk to a man in a language he understands, that goes to his head. If you talk to him in his language, that goes to his heart. I am not a saint, unless you think of a saint as a sinner who keeps on trying. May your choices reflect your hopes, not your fears. There is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that is less than one you are capable of living. A winner is a dreamer who never gives up. Nothing is black or white. Live life as though nobody is watching, and express yourself as though everyone is listening. In my country, we go to prison first and then become president. One cannot be prepared for something while secretly believing it will not happen. Know your enemy and learn about his favorite sport. One of the things I learned when I was negotiating was that until I changed myself, I could not change others. Lead from the back and let others believe they are in front. Appearances matter, and remember to smile. Where you stand depends on where you sit. After climbing a great hill, one only finds that there are many more hills to climb. It is music and dancing that make me at peace with the world. Peace is the greatest weapon for development that any person can have. No single person can liberate a country. You can only liberate a country if you act as a collective. To find out if your friend is loyal, ask him to lie to another friend. Only free men can negotiate. Prisoners can't enter in contracts. Tread softly, breathe peacefully, laugh hysterically. Resentment is like drinking poison and then hoping it will kill your enemies. We owe our children, the most vulnerable citizens in any society, a life free from violence and fear. It is what we make out of what we have, not what we are given, that separates one person from another. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. There were many dark moments when my faith in humanity was sorely tested, but I would not and could not give myself up to despair. That way lays defeat and death. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. A good head and good heart are always a formidable combination. But when you add to that a literate tongue or pen, then you have something very special. When a man is denied the right to live the life he believes in, he has no choice but to become an outlaw. It always seems impossible until it's done. Without language, one cannot talk to people and understand them. One cannot share their hopes and aspirations, grasp their history, appreciate their poetry, or savor their songs. It is not where you start, but how high you aim that matters for success. Let there be justice for all. Let there be peace for all. Let there be work, bread, water, and salt for all. Let each know that for each the body, the mind, and the soul have been free to fulfill themselves. Sometimes it falls upon a generation to be great. You can be that generation. Quitting is leading to. The main sign of mutual friendship is the enjoyment of communication. If a man thinks badly of you, then he is worse than you. Those who are better than you just don't care about you. There are few misfortunes in this world that you cannot turn into a personal triumph if you have the iron will and the necessary skill. A person does not become a freedom fighter in the hope of winning awards. Courageous people do not fear forgiving for the sake of peace. To be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. I am fundamentally an optimist. Whether that comes from nature or nurture, I cannot say. Part of being optimistic is keeping one's head pointed toward the sun, one's feet moving forward. No one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin or his background or his religion. People must learn to hate, and if they can learn to hate, they can be taught to love. We must use time creatively and forever realize that the time is always ripe to do right. There is nothing like returning to a place that remains unchanged to find the ways in which you yourself have altered. When the water starts boiling, it is foolish to turn off the heat. Do not judge me by my successes. Judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up.